Hello friends and welcome into another episode of Leatherneck Insider. I'm Aiden Dersine.
And I'm Kobe Blackmon. Let's dive right into this week's TSSR Game Time Live Athlete of the Week, where I'll talk to this week's winner. Kobe Blackmon here with Kiana Cruz, TSSR Game Time Live Athlete of the Week. Kiana, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. I'm doing good as well. That was a career kills in the fourth set against St. Louis. I'm sure you knew you were close, but what's your thoughts and emotions behind that?
I think it's just really exciting, especially since I haven't been here at Western the whole time, and so I feel like I got it pretty quickly, which is really nice, but yeah, just happy.
Yeah. And 42 kills in the St. Louis tournament as well, all-tournament team as well. What keeps you so consistent?
I think it's having people that have confidence in me and believe in me, as well as just the girls that I play around.
And you talk about the girls you play around. I would assume you are a leader on the team. How do you help them grow and develop?
Kind of just setting an example of what's like wanted and needed, as well as just like also giving them the confidence that I needed to get to where I am now.
Yeah, and you talk about the confidence you needed, but who helped you grow? Is there any player you look up to? How has Coach Starr helped you?
I wouldn't say there's a specific player that I've looked up to, but Coach Starr has definitely helped me in a way of Coach Starr and Coach Alex, just with like giving me like the green light when I'm playing, just saying, hey, I believe in you, go do your thing, we got your back, basically.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for this week's of Athlete of the Week. I'm Kobe Blackmon, reporter from Leatherneck Insider. Thanks, Kiana, and good luck to her and the team on the rest of the season.
The WIU women's volleyball team had an exciting weekend as the Leathernecks captured their first win, and Grace Kramer won OVC Co-Defensive Player of the Week. Leatherneck Insider reporter Patrick Cummings with more on the story.
Hello everyone, I'm Patrick Cummings reporting from Leatherneck Insider. I'm here with Grace Kramer. Grace, it was a very emotional week for you as you won Co-OVC Volleyball Defensive Player of the Week. Take me through your thoughts and emotions when you heard this news.
Honestly, I was surprised. I wasn't really expecting it, but I knew that my team had my back and that I was working really hard, and they just told me that they were proud of me and that I earned this. So.
All right. Now, Grace, you've been with this program for 4 years. How has Coach Starr helped you in your development?
He's helped a lot, honestly. He's very honest, and he is straight to the point, doesn't sugarcoat it. So if there's something that I need to change, he'll tell me and he'll let me know, and then I'll go in and I'll make that change, and it'll lead to better results.
Right. Now, Grace, it's been a tough start to the season for you guys. How have you guys been able to stay positive? How do you encourage others in the locker room?
We just really focus on leaning on our teammates and each other. We're a pretty young team, about half and half, and so it's just kind of finding our groove and our energy together, and I think we're slowly starting to get there, just making sure we lean on each other and trust the process.
All right. That's Grace Kramer. I'm Patrick Cummings reporting from Leatherneck Insider.
Thanks, Patrick. The Leathernecks face UAB today at 11 a.m. for their final game in the Evansville tournament.
We're going to hand it to a quick break, but stick around because we hit the gridiron and the pitch up next here on Leatherneck Insider.
Your vision.
My goal is to work at a top 100 television station as a reporter, anchor, and a producer.
Our mission.
Thanks to Western, I have a resume that would beat out most students from the top journalism schools in the country.
This is Western Illinois University.
I am a success story. I am a Leatherneck.
Welcome back to Leatherneck Insider. Western Illinois football team is welcoming in Valparaiso today for Western's first home game of the season. My partner Aiden Dersine with more.
The WIU football team is welcoming in Valparaiso today. Defensive end Jalen Riven talked to me on how he is responding to the shaky start.
So my role as a captain on the team is to make sure that the team morale is high regardless of the team that we play and the level of competition that it is. So right now the team morale, I mean, we're pretty sturdy still. We understand that we just played, two Big Ten teams.
Jalen tells me his thoughts on his new teammates through the transfer portal.
Transfer portal, I feel like we did take advantage, especially on the defensive side of the ball. We got guys coming in who really love the game, which is first, like, that's the main thing that you need. People who just going to be ready to run through a wall for you. So we got a lot of that.
Western's new defensive coordinator, Landon Fox, has made a positive impression in the locker room. Here are Jalen's thoughts on him and how Fox is preparing for this game against his former team in Valparaiso, where he had coached them for 5 years.
Since literally since the day Coach Fox got here in January, I mean, it has been a complete 180 for us. The expectations that he has for us and just how on us he is. Like, he does not let us slip. The expectation, the bar is all the way up here. And I, for one, appreciate that. I would have thought that he would have, especially once he got here and then we saw the schedule and we knew he was a former head coach. But he hasn't. Like, it's just been the same thing. And then our coaches preach that, our opponents are faceless and nameless, and we're just going to go out and play our game.
Good luck to Jalen and the Leatherneck defense today. Reporting for Leatherneck Insider, I'm Aiden Dercine.
Thanks, Aiden. Make sure you guys come out and support WIU football today against Valparaiso. You can also watch the game on ESPN Plus and hear our very own Aiden Dercine. Head coach Joe Davis looks for ways the team can improve on for the rest of the season.
We don't need to be the number one rushing offense in the country. We just need to run the ball when we have to run the ball. We just have not been able to do that for 2 weeks. Just really a lack of execution and physicality, just from an offensive standpoint. And then defensively, you're going against two Big Ten offenses. It's a little bit hard to judge, but again, to give up 200 plus yards rushing, it's going to be hard to win any game. So that's going to be a big focus for us this weekend, is being able to get into the core of our run game on both sides of the ball and be able to execute at a high level.
Tune in tonight at 6 p.m. on ESPN Plus.
The WIU men's soccer team is just a few weeks away from OVC conference play. The Leathernecks have been shut out in 4 of their last 5 games, while allowing only 1 goal in 3 of them. Leatherneck Insider reporter Luke Little got a chance to talk with senior goalkeeper Micah Ramirez.
I got a chance to talk with WIU men's soccer goalkeeper Micah Ramirez. Ramirez comes into the 2025 campaign after taking home the WIU Male Newcomer of the Year award. This season, Ramirez has only allowed more than 1 goal in 2 games. Ramirez shared what the biggest difference for him was coming into the season.
Yeah, man, I think first credit is probably to my teammates for sure. We definitely have a lot of more chemistry this year. We got a lot of returning guys. And I think we took preseason not as much for granted this season. I think last year we didn't take the time to learn each other, how to play well with each other at the very beginning. Yeah, like last summer I didn't have any chance to work on goalkeeping because I had wrist surgery of April of 2024, so I didn't get to train all summer. I got to train with the USL2 team this summer. That really helped just stay sharp on my craft. Didn't have to, get back into the swing of things as the season went on. I think that helps a lot. I also think just being more confident in the goal.
The Leathernecks were also ranked in the bottom half of the OVC preseason poll. With now only 2 games left until conference matchups start, I asked Ramirez for his thoughts on the upcoming OVC play.
At the end of the day, what matters to me is like this next game. I mean, we have we have UIC coming up, but until then I'm focused on 1 game at a time, but I am super excited about the OVC at the same time. I think it's a super important test for us that we take these next 3 games before conference seriously, and then we'll be able to go into the OVC running, and we'll let the game do the talking for itself.
Reporting for Leatherneck Insider, I'm Luke Little.
Thank you, Luke. The Leathernecks face off against IU Indy at home on Tuesday.
Now switching from the men's to the women's, the WIU women's soccer team hasn't had the start they wanted to. The Leatherneck Insider reporters Nathaniel Rogers and Tucker Minton had the opportunity to speak with goalkeeper Ariel Bernard to get some thoughts on the team season up to this point.
Ariel Bernard, the goalie for WIU women's soccer team, is entering her 2nd season with the team. Our first question for her was what her main focus and goals are for her sophomore year.
I think my main focus this year as being a sophomore is just continuing growing and pushing my limits, and to just keep on getting better and working on my weaknesses, also and focusing on my strengths, but just keep on pushing my limit, and then also just helping my team qualify for the OVC tournament is our goal this year. And with a new coach, I believe that we have a good chance. So just overall just developing and also just helping my team.
Next, we asked what she can do to improve as the season moves forward.
I think overall I could just improve by just helping communicate more with my team and being a more demanding presence throughout the full 90, because we were up we were down 1-0 for almost like 80 minutes. So we were in it for a while. So I think just keeping the energy high, keep motivating my teammates to keep working and just giving it my all and just playing with confidence on Thursday and the belief that we can win.
Our final question for her was who her biggest role model is.
I would say my dad is definitely my biggest mentor. He was my coach as a kid, and he's always there for me, and I know I have his support 100%, and he's always giving me tips and helping me develop my game, and I know he wants what's best for me, and I just know that he always believes in me no matter what.
Reporting for Leatherneck Insider, I'm Nathaniel Rogers.
Thanks, Nathaniel and Tucker. The team plays Omaha tomorrow in Macomb at 1. And don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on Leatherneck Insider.
Taking me home, taking me home.
Here, I engineer the future.
Taking me home. Bring me back.
Here, I have countless opportunities.
Taking me home. Bring me back.
Here, I do research.
Right here at Western.
Not W? It's not W, it's W. 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 That's what I've been stressing out about the most so far. It's saying W because I know it's something you're going to say right. Yeah, we've been ready.
They're like, we're waiting on, what are we waiting on? They haven't said it. All right, we're ready to go. We can start.
Hello everyone, I am Will Thomas.
And I'm Dane Mackley. Welcome to this week's edition of Leatherneck Insider.
Welcome back into Salee Hall. Heading over to the Diamond, the WIU baseball team has added some new managers to their squad. Leatherneck Insider reporter Caden Strenz reports from Alfred D. Boyer Stadium.
Brock Loomis spent the last 2 seasons with the Leathernecks, tallying 11 home runs and 42 runs batted in. Loomis knew that once his playing days were over, he wanted to stay involved with the sport that he loved.
I had the idea. It was in the back of my head kind of in the fall because I didn't know what I was going to do. And then kind of towards the middle of the spring, I realized I was done playing, and I really wanted to stay in the game of baseball and wanted to coach. And I thought the best opportunity just to come back to where I started playing here and continue with that.
Head coach Terry Davis and pitching coach Josh Marigon have helped out Loomis in this new role.
He's helped me a ton. Him and Josh Marigon, a new pitching coach. Every time I have a question, they're there to explain it. And even if I don't ask a question, they're here, they're explaining stuff with recruiting, compliance, stuff I maybe didn't know.
While Loomis does miss his playing days, he still gets to be around Alfred D. Boyer Stadium every day.
I get to come at the field every day. I mean, that's awesome. I get to do my own thing. Some days, yeah, it's hit me like, dang, I can't really play anymore. But on the other hand, I'm okay with that. I've kind of come to peace with not playing, and I'm totally okay, and my body doesn't hurt anymore, I'll tell you that.
And after grad school for Loomis, he looks to use his experiences here and elevate his coaching career. At Alfred D. Boyer Stadium, Caden Strenz, Leatherneck Insider.
Thanks, Caden. Congrats to Brock, and we'll be watching for a great season ahead in the spring. Well, Kobe, I think it's time for everybody's favorite segment, Kobe's Corner. But don't you have to be somewhere?
Yeah, you're right. Welcome you back to Kobe's Corner. I'm Kobe Blackmon. We got an action-packed segment, so let's jump right into it. Head to Endale, Kansas. A 3A state powerhouse smashes El Dorado 104-0, and this is nothing new for Endale. Endale High School had a win streak of 57 games that ended in 2023, and since 2019, the Indians are 75-2. And have won 5 of the last 6 KSH AA state championships. Headed down south to Spring, Texas, where a 5-star QB by the name of Keyshawn Henderson is absolutely dominating on the field. The Houston commit over the past 2 games has thrown for 960 yards and 12 touchdowns and has a whopping 81% completion rate. Henderson is definitely leaving his mark for the School of Legacy Sports Sciences. And as we move up north, UConn versus Syracuse. Syracuse avoids going 0-2 to start the season as they will fight back in an overtime win against the Huskies. In fact, Orange would only lead for a whopping 47 seconds, but would score 2 late touchdowns and take care of business in overtime. But it gets even crazier. Head coach Fran Brown makes the team run sprints after the game, simply saying he didn't like the team's effort. And as we move up to the National Football League, Week 1 wrapped, and we might already have the game of the year. Sunday Night Football, Bills versus Ravens. Josh Allen opened the scoring with a 15-yard touchdown to Dalton Kincaid, but the Ravens answered behind Derrick Henry's 30-yard run and Lamar Jackson's 10-yard scramble to take the 20-13 halftime lead. And in the third, Lamar hit Zay Flowers for a 23-yard, and DeAndre Hopkins made a one-handed 29-yard grab as Baltimore extended its lead 34-19. Henry later broke a 46-yard touchdown run to make it 40-25 with 8 minutes left. But the Bills stormed back on a 4th down. Allen found Keon Coleman for a clutch touchdown. Then Ed Oliver forced that Henry fumble to set up another Allen score, cutting it to 40-38. And after a defensive stop, Allen drove the Bills 66 yards to set up Matt Prater's game-winning 32-yard field goal. Buffalo wins 41-40. Allen threw for 394 yards and 4 total touchdowns. Jackson had 3 scores and 70 rushing yards. He ran for 169 and 2 touchdowns, and Flowers had 143 receiving yards. This marked the first 41-point final history in the NFL, a true scoregami. Have a great weekend, Macomb, and don't forget your next sports take is right around the corner.
Well, thanks, Kobe. And I do have one more question for you. What are your thoughts on the Chicago Bulls re-signing Josh Giddey to a 4-year, $100 million extension?
Yeah, it's definitely a question mark in my opinion, but Josh Giddey, one of the better players for the Bulls last season and a young team, so we'll see what they do this season.
Yeah, we'll just have to see. Only time will tell. Well, that's all the time we have for today's show. Don't forget to follow our social media pages at Insider WIU. For Leatherneck Insider, I'm Aiden Dreesen.
And I'm Kobe Blackmon. Have a great weekend, Macomb.